So, okay. I'll make sure my stream's up and running. Looks like it is. Hey guys, welcome up. It is Andrew from Funwell Interactive. Welcome back to another video. Live stream actually right now. It looks like everything's popping up real well here. Cool. All right, now I'm gonna take a second, just make sure audio levels are fine with the level I'm talking at on YouTube, because that's just what my browser's already at here. So let me just take a minute and listen and give me some stuff to listen to, and then I can take a look. So, it doesn't say I'm live, which is interesting. Hold on a minute. Yeah, it says it's offline with Twitch or with YouTube. That's weird. No, I found it. It's privated though. Let me make that public. All right. If anyone's on Twitch, thanks for bearing with me here for a moment here. I should now be able to see my live. All right, there we go. All right, looks like we're finally now live on YouTube. Let me just go through here. All right, cool. So got that up and running. Let me just refresh restream real quick. Still says sending data, but obviously it's working. So we're gonna get out of that and into whoa. That was interesting. Say my encoding's overloading, but like I'm not doing anything. Hold on, I'm trying to watch my frame rate. If it's literally just my head, then why is it overloading? I don't know. But now that that's done, hey guys, what's up? It's Andy from Funwell Interactive. Welcome back to another live stream. I've been kind of secretive about what this next update for Crewin Wrath of Athys is going to entail, and I'm prepared to spill the beans here because I'm trying to save a few grand in budget expenses by doing a bunch of stuff myself. So I'm actually gonna quickly load up Unreal Engine here, and you'll see what I'm doing a lot or by myself. So I just want to make it official that I am attempting to revamp all of the gameplay using my own knowledge on Unreal Engine and not having a bunch of different marketplace stuff. Obviously, there are some marketplace plugins that are helping me do this, but in total, everything is the same. So, as soon as Unreal Engine finishes loading, you will see what is going on. Just play this. I'm gonna bring arm up in game. Okay. So this is the Advanced Locomotive System version 4. This is going to be our new movement system for the game itself. So as you can see, there's a bunch of, everything looks a lot nicer. Obviously, camera angle is going to change. But let's just go over a few things that the ALS has that Crewin does not have. Starting off with, we'll head over here. The ability to jump up and climb on top of objects here. So as you can see, we can do that. And if we go to like a 1 meter, something simple. Also, a lot of different movements. You can jump up on stuff. So, also ragdoll. If, no matter what, you can not get yourself up from whatever way you land. different mesh here. This is the Unreal Engine 4 mannequin. As you can see, that mannequin works like so. There's also a first-person perspective that we're going to be using, so as well. So these are some of the AI examples that we will not be using. We'll be creating our own AI system. And then we can also switch shoulders, and bunch of different movement sets that you got. So we got hands tied. All right, let's see what else we got. We got bow. We also have foot IK. Let's see. Go back to the masculine. We also got footsteps down, as you guys cannot hear, but that's, I mean, pretty decent. You can hold out the crouch, double out the roll. What did I do? I accidentally unpossessed him. There we go. So this will be the new movement system that we're using inside Unreal Engine, inside Wrath of Athys, hopefully to improve the way everything works. So, with that being said, what does that mean for the game itself? Well, a decent bit. So, as I am a quote-unquote professional, and I do use all tools available to me to make my game better, I am using, with the help of ChatGPT, to make this possible, with some hints here and there, and also a help from a developer or two, maybe, in the time being. So, in terms of the engine itself, because a lot of these plugins are, all these plugins are in Unreal, so they can be accessed through both products, for both projects. So we're just gonna go and open up the plugins, and we're gonna go through the plugins that I have installed now, and they'll explain why these are gonna help. So Asset Cleaner is going to help the how big of a project it is on my computer or in my version control system. Pretty self-explanatory. It gets every single asset that does not have a reference and just displays them for you to delete. Let's see, blueprint and property transfer. You can transfer properties between assets. So if, let's say I am adding in this new character and I want to transfer a bunch of the properties or variables from my old character to the new one, I can just activate this, put in what I want to change over, and then it'll just migrate over. Capsule rotation, we already use. Foliage plugin, it's supposed to handle converting instant meshes into actors, because I am planning on recreating the landscape material as well in the future. I do have the original Crewin map with nothing on it in a RAR file that I'm going to put into this project. Or, well, I'll have it in a separate project for me to look at the landscape, create that texture, and then I'll move that texture over to the actual game project, where I can just swap out the material, and everything should be just working from the get-go right there. Going next for graph formatter, it's just supposed to just automatically format blueprint graphs. Pretty self-explanatory. Nothing I really need to say there. HTTP GPT integration is supposed to integrate DALL-E and ChatGPT into the engine itself, so I don't have to have this open on a separate tab. But I need to get a what's it called? An API key from OpenAI, which I haven't gotten yet, so that's not being made yet. Journeyman's minimap is supposed to be able to implement a minimap, which I don't know if I'll use or not. This is mainly for I actually don't even know what I'm using it for. I don't even know if I'm gonna keep it, but it's something I have. Level design assistant is a bunch of little tools that you can do to increase your productivity. I really wish I had this when I was working on the just on all the towns. I probably could have had this done way quicker. So the low entry extended standard library is a library plugin that provides a lot of functionalities and improvements to blueprints that were mainly only C++ sided. Modular snap system snaps objects together by moving them close enough to each other. Just, you know, another nice little life thing. I don't remember exactly. A nice like way of life thing. We also got the we also have the DLSS plugins. We're gonna figure out how DLSS works the best. Omega Game Framework is supposed to provide a lot of streamlining the process for creating these RPG stuff. So let's actually open up to Omega Game Framework. We're gonna quickly change the window from Unreal Editor to Epic Games Launcher. Here we go. Alright, so this is supposed to create a lot of heavy games like RPGs. You can get abilities, attributes, gameplay, HUD layers, stuff like that. I don't really know if there's any like I mean, essentially it's a framework, so there's not actually a lot of stuff to do, but obviously there's a crap ton of documentation that I can go through, and we're just doing things, you know, probably the way that they're meant to be. So let me open this up real quick. Um, just reading some of the documentation here real quick. It looks like a lot of the game framework is C++ based. There's a few that is blueprint based, but there's barely all the documentation is incomplete, so we probably will not be at all anymore. The optimization tools just give me some optimizations that I don't exactly remember everything in the details about. Procedural Rooms is supposed to be one of the two plugins that is going to help me create the dungeons. This is one of them. The other one I don't have yet, but I will be working on getting that. The quest editor is supposed to be a plugin to manage and create quests and dialogue for NPCs. It's very dynamic with customizable features, meaning that I should be able to create a much better dialogue system when the time comes after we get all the basics done. Shader optimization tool is a plugin to improve shader processes, so I can like literally skip the compilation of shaders if I don't want to have shaders compiled during a certain time, and etc. etc. Significant Optimizer plugin is a plugin that is supposed to help with the AI generator. It's already in the base game, so we don't have to worry about that. Substance for Unreal Engine. I'm planning on getting Substance Painter after I have a couple paychecks in. So, creating my own textures. So that's the point of having this. And then I don't have World Director or XR visualization on at all. So those are the good old plugins that we have for the game. So one of the great things about the I guess you can call it vaulting. So we have these like barrels and stuff. If I literally come up and grab a cylinder and bring it up like so and press play and head up to it, it's anything you can use. Which I like. So, implementing ALS will be very easy. Obviously, I have to create a character that will use the same skeleton as the ALS. As I'm not a modeler, I am going to be getting one with the acceptable license from TurboSquid, which is a 3D modeler, like a Shutterstock 3D model type thing. So I'm going to come over here and show you the two assets that we're going to be getting for the game itself. So if we switch our window capture over to Google Chrome, this is the character that we're going to be looking at getting. So we have a very nice detailed male character and a nice 8 and 16K texture for a lot of detail. And going around his body, if you're not going to have anything, is this nice little loincloth. It's supposed to go on the side of someone, wow, just like that, actually. And it's supposed to help just as a base clothing that you will always have on your character. So it'll be something that's always attached to a socket and a bone, probably the base bone. But those two characters is those two is what we are getting. So I'm gonna move that back over. Head back over to Unreal Editor and get myself back to work here. So obviously, what can happen is that I should just be able to start working on the different processes, like different systems, and casually get them started to work with ALS. Now, when it comes to the AI, we actually are getting a different plugin that we don't have yet. I am going to see if I can get that up and running. And why did my webcam just go away? There we go. All right, so if we head over to Marketplace and head to my favorites, combat component, combat system, there is a AI one that is a lot better than the one I have now that I want to add to my cart. That was the other plugin I just added real quick. I'm not seeing it. Oh, here we go. Dynamic AI system right here. This is the AI system that we're going to be using by... I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, but I will add that to cart just so I know. So those two plugins together is $85, which will be paid for in about a month. And then we can close this. Now, back to Unreal Engine Editor. Yeah, so obviously we have all that systems done. So theoretically, I should be able to just create my own system, maybe hire a contractor to help me work on these systems, and then everything should be good and dandy. Migrate everything over into the Crewin, and then start mixing and matching and getting things up to where they were used to be. So making sure that all of the menus are working, fast travel, all that fun stuff. Anything that was casted to the player character has to be changed to the other one. I probably should text. Okay. All right, and let's see what's next. All right, I feel it's getting a little bit warmer in my room. I'm gonna turn on our AC on. Speed up, so it might be a little bit louder in here. I do apologize, but gotta make sure my servers are cooled until I have an actual well, just an actual way of doing stuff, or an actual coolant system for that server room. Let me see. Let me show you what I am working on so far. So obviously we need to have the Souls-like combat system, which we already have rolling. We have to add different weapon type and animations, and we'll have to add like gates and stuff to make sure we can access that. With that equipment and inventory system, we'll just be able to have an inventory, kind of like the one we already have. And now we're getting even louder. So let me actually double check real quick, make sure that this is okay. I haven't had to do a live stream with my AC and the server blasting like that. So let me quickly... Okay, now it's gone again. So who knows what is going on here. But let me head back. Alright, so that just sounds horrible. It's like... Oh, I don't even know. It was just bad. But at least when it's gone, my face, I'm fine, I guess. Let me add this, open this up real quick. S. Okay, cool. So, where was I? Oh, you're right. I was telling what systems we were doing. So we have the inventory and equipment system. So we'll be able to equip potions and stuff as like a quick use item. We'll have, you know, be able to do. Oh, looks like something I was gonna do a video on. It's been delivered. Cool, that's nice. So I'll be able to do a video of that in a little bit. So be able to use databases to store items, attributes, and be able to use those attributes to dictate the combat system and how well the attack is. Interaction system. I want to have a more fledged interaction system. Specifically, the interaction system will probably be part of the AI plugin that we just got, but if there's any interaction on there, I'm sorry. And that will include being able to... And now the server is going up again. Okay. Let's turn that down. Hopefully that'll go a little faster. So being able to interact with like chairs, so you can sit down at like bar stools. Another thing that we're gonna try and do interactions with is, you know, like the environment, just random stuff, NPCs. Hopefully be able to like pick up books and read them and stuff like that. I'm not sure if I want to add that part yet immediately, but and then that's a way to interact with NPCs to get quests, etc. Shop with them, etc. So next up, a system that has been long on the wait list but has not been added or even touched yet is going to be a horse/boat riding system. So any of the dock cities, you'll be able to go into one of those boats, go to the wheel, drive it around the ocean, and same thing with horses. Any of the stables, you can get a horse. Obviously, they won't be viable yet because there's no crime system, because that'll be one of the last systems I make due to making sure everything else is ready to go. So, and then obviously that quest and dialogue system. So, let me quickly grab the name of the plugins and a couple of them at least. So, figure something out here. So let me okay, let me actually it might be easier for me to get it from the marketplace. Let me see if it'll find that. Only thing it's ever done. Cool. All right, so what I really want to try and figure out is how I'm going to do this correctly. So obviously, there's two ways I can go about this, and and obviously this is a casual work stream. Obviously, I'm just casually working. Don't really know how much I'm gonna do. This is kind of just like me saying out my ideas. Might go and try a couple things, but so there's three things, or there's two major ways we can go about doing this. Either one, we could just go in and start doing stuff and hope that the character that I'm going to be buying in like a month will be able to work with all of this. Or B, I can buy the character and then go in and make the character work and then start working on everything so that this isn't much of a fluke. But then that would mean there's essentially a month-long pause in development. So, actually, let's go and open up the blueprint editor for this. Animan. I want to find the Animan. And then here is the here's the skeleton for this. Is this the same? Alright, so here we go. This ALS mannequin skeleton. I was trying to see this retarget. Alright, so let me see real quick here. Alright, so how easy is this compared to the... It looks like this almost has all of the regular... Okay. Alright, so let's end up... to ALS. Alright, let's look at this video here and see how this is. There are import animations, make sense. So confused right now. Hold on, so you just want to... Okay. Okay, so we're gonna save this to my watch later and watch it again. 'Cause it looks like they literally just added the mesh and that was it. Okay. Okay. Okay, so um essentially as long as it has the shoot, that will definitely not have the same bone structure. Huh. Okay. That is a very good observation, Andrew. Thank you. Okay, so that's an issue. So theoretically, hold on. How to pair any skeletal mesh to UE for skeleton. Okay, so as long as I at least do as long as that skeleton structure, which actually now I can go look if it's already rigged, it might be easier here. Um, let's see. The included rig is a basic armature merely for basic poses. Does it show the skeletal system, the skeleton though? No, that's fine. Oh, there you go. All right, so we'll have to figure out a way to make that work. So essentially what my game plan is to make sure the character comes in. We should be able to retarget its mesh, and um I wonder if that's something a contractor can do now since I think about it. Just have them ask them to pair it to a skeletal mesh. Um Character. Oh yeah. I will rig your character to epic UE4 and UE5 skeleton for $50. Very easy. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely just going to nice and, just add that to my ideas here. And you can do 1 for 50, 2 for 95, or 3 for 140. And they're all the exact same thing here. They all have rigging, project file, full body, finger rigging, and multiple revisions. Delivery time 2 days. So that would add an extra couple of days to the project here. So with that being said, I think we have our game plan for getting that to work, and essentially one. Actually, that's an even better idea. Let me All right, so game plan here. As long as I believe this is the regular UE4 skeleton, which I can figure out here by importing a content or feature pack and importing the third-person character, wherever it is, at the project. So theoretically, what's going to happen is that third-person character project will be imported in. It'll have the third-person character and the skeleton. If I mock retarget and see that they're all the same, then we already know it's based on the Unreal Engine skeleton, which means everything should be working just fine and dandy here. And look at that, it's already done. So we're going to go back into third person, meshes, not that one, mannequin character mesh, and open up this skeleton right here. Make sure we have the retarget for select humanoid rig and save it. So now, theoretically, if we retarget assign a skeleton. Yep. Everything is named the same, and it's also the same skeleton model. Meaning, any character that has the Unreal Engine skeleton base, like that base UE4 skeleton, should be able to do that. Should be able to assign or retarget to the ALS mannequin skeleton. Meaning that, well, we just figured that out. That's done. That part is good and in the books, so that we will do that when that time comes, which I'm guessing will be sometime in the beginning of October. Next thing on the list. All right, so let's see what ChatGPT wants and say it's next. All right, let's see. Okay, so I guess we can start with anything, really. Maybe we should start with the horse riding. I don't know exactly. Yeah, maybe that's all I do. But yeah, we literally spent 40 minutes planning this stuff. But as I said, I got a video I want to make, and I think I'm actually just gonna wait. I think I am gonna make the take a month break. Let me figure out everything here, get the character in, get myself situated with my new job, and then we'll be able to get back to this. So, Crewin is going to be having a little bit of a development break while we get things situated. Although Tech Pack and any other product will be still in development, and I'll still be doing live streams on those. So we have that done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I know it was just me rambling, just talking to you guys, telling you guys what my plans are going to be for the game itself. But theoretically, if I can do all this myself and get it to a point where it's nice and playable, I'll probably save myself a couple grand in development expenses that we can put towards somewhere else. Either Crewin or a different project. So, without further ado, I'm going to end the live.